What's up guys, I got a good one for you guys today. Today I'm very excited to announce that I'm going to be installing the M4 style carbon fiber wing or spoiler from Keys Motorsport into my M340i. Let me show you guys what it looks like. It's amazing. All right guys, so this right here is the M4 style carbon fiber wing from Keys Motorsport. It's gonna go right here. Oh my God, it's gonna look amazing, I can already tell. Now, first I have to remove the one that's already here, and don't worry, I've watched plenty of videos, and I've also watched the videos from Keys Motorsport, so I have a very good idea of how to install this. Now, they do suggest getting a professional install, but it doesn't seem that hard. So let me show you what I got. All right, so things that I got to be able to do this installation, I got a heat gun to be able to heat this one up and take it off. I got a rubber eraser, 3M rubber eraser to go ahead and remove the double-sided tape. My drill, I got fishing wire so that I can be able to remove it, and some 70% alcohol to remove that. Now, I did buy double-sided tape because I thought I was gonna need it, but I don't need it. It comes pre-installed. So without wasting any more of your time, I'm gonna go ahead, start with the removal of my wing here, or my spoiler. My little lip, that's what it is, little tiny lip. I really like the color though. I wish I could have gotten black instead of carbon fiber. The carbon fiber will do, it looks great. Might change these out later as well. Yeah, let's get to it. This will be like fast paced so you guys don't bore yourself with it, but we're gonna be using the heat gun. So let's go ahead and plug that in. All right, so I was able to remove the small spoiler that the BMW comes with. It's really nice, it's black, not for sale. I'm gonna keep this, probably just store it away in case I ever decide to switch it back. It's a really nice black color. It's got like this graphite finish. But now it's time to remove all the sticky stuff that's left over, and that is where the 3M eraser will come in. All right, so let's go ahead and try that. I'll fast forward it for you guys so you don't have to deal with it, but you'll get to see everything on how I'm doing it. All right, guys, so I'm done. That was relatively easy. I thought it was gonna be a little bit harder. You do get tired, FYI. You do have to apply a little bit of pressure, but here's all the stuff. It does leave quite a bit of a mess, but now we're gonna go ahead and wipe it down with our alcohol and a cloth. Make sure that it is 70%, as that helps to not mess up your paint. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up. I'm gonna show you guys a little speed run of that as well, so you guys can see. And yeah, let's just do that. All right, so now that I've cleaned it off, there are some little spots where I missed a little bit, so I'm just gonna go and touch those up. And then after I touch those up, I'm going to wipe it down with alcohol. Right now, I just kind of cleaned it up. I did end up using a different cloth so that I don't get the cloth that I'm gonna be using with the alcohol dirty. But let me wipe off the excess amount that stayed here. All right, so now that I have everything wiped off and clean, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down with the alcohol to give it a nice clean. And then I'm going to be doing a test fit to make sure that everything's okay with the spoiler before I actually fit it on. That way, if something is wrong with the spoiler and it feels like it doesn't fit correctly, I can just go ahead and contact Keys Motorsport and send that one back to try and get a replacement. But for now, let's go ahead and clean this up. All right, now that it's nice and clean, I'm gonna go ahead and do a test fit to see how it looks like. So here is our M4 style carbon fiber wing. I believe this goes like that. And one of the things I had seen in videos is that this can stay on. Without actually moving. So there's that. And there's that. I myself think that is a pretty good fit. It is slightly lifted on this side. I'll give you guys an example. Well, on both sides, let me show you. All right, so as you can see, it is kind of lifted there on the edge, but I believe that's due to the double-sided tape. So when I look underneath, I can see the double-sided tape is kind of lifting it ever so slightly. So maybe with a bit of pressure and over time, I might be able to get that down. Not entirely sure, but for now, I'm going to assume that that is correct fitting because it looks the same on both sides. So I'm just gonna kind of mess with it a little bit and see if I can get it to look a little bit better. But for now, I think that's gonna work pretty good. All right, so one of the things I did, I added an extra little bit of tape up on the top. This is the part that gets attached to this side. And then I'm lifting this up just ever so slightly so I can go ahead and place it and then pull slowly from it. It's gonna be a little bit harder on this side because the way I cut it. But again, you guys can see here, all I'm doing is removing a little bit off of this red tape, just like so. Just like that. And then I'm going to kind of wing it here using my fingers to feel for that edge. All right, I'm gonna double check that really quick before I start pulling anything. All right, so now that I kind of have this edged up and that looks pretty good, it looks good all the way around, I'm just gonna slowly start peeling these off. I'm gonna peel these ones off first because these are small. And now what I was told online, that's a good idea to do, is to make sure you peel it from both sides because sometimes you could run into the issue where the red tape might rip. And if that happens, you can do it from the other side so it doesn't mess up. See, like right here, it's already kind of stuck. There we go. And there we go. Come on, buddy. You can make it out. There we go. All right, now what I'm going to do is just apply pressure for like a good 30 seconds on each part. Okay, so that to me looks pretty good. Like the way it came out. I'm going to give this a wipe to make sure that it's nice and clean and I can remove all the fingerprints that I've left on it. All right, and now this is not recommended. Nobody has said that you should do this. but since it is cold here and technically it needs to be kind of warm, I'm going to put some tape on it to leave it overnight. That way it can adhere a little bit better to the car. But let's give you some B-roll footage so you guys can see the final results of what this actually looks like. You guys can see me right here. It looks pretty good. Let's roll some B-roll. That looks pretty good there. A little bit of an edge. It feels like I have a lot more edge on that side. I'm gonna lift it a little bit. Wow, that thing really sticks.